The weight of the Boeing 747, one of the world's top commercial airplanes, is about 970,000 pounds. To put this into perspective, this is about the weight of 75 African bush elephants, the largest mammal to ever walk on Earth. This remarkable machine is responsible for transporting millions of people and products worldwide each year via the air. But how is this possible? How can something of such immense size just float through the air? Well, this complex idea boils down to just a simple concept and equation. Plane and jet flight is all function based on the idea of high and low pressures. If you ever watch the weather, meteorologists often talk about this phenomenon, high and low pressures. Winds flow from high pressure pockets to low pressure zones. Well, this is all based on the density of the air in the area. Large density areas have more pressure than low density areas, which causes air to move from high density to low density. Well, planes function on the same idea. The wings themselves actually produce an area of high and low pressure. This, in turn, makes the wing move upwards, producing something known as lift. But how do wings do this? Well, it's all based on their shape. Wings are designed to cause the speed of the opposing air on different sides to be different speeds. The bottom of the wing is semi-flat, so air moves by it easily. The top of the wing is curved, so when the wing passes through an air pocket, the wind on the top has to move quicker than the wind on the bottom does. This makes it have to move faster, which actually, in turn, creates a low pressure zone on top of the wing. Well, this is all based on the idea of Bernoulli's law. The pressure of one side of the wing plus the density times the velocity squared over 2 equals the same as the other side. What this pretty much means is if wind is moving faster on one side, there's less pressure there than where the wind is moving slower. So let's use some simple numbers to make this concept a little easier to think about. So let's imagine your normal atmospheric conditions. A wing is moving through a pocket of air, and the wing is actually moving at 200 meters per second. Now, the bottom of the wing, the wind on the bottom of the wing is moving at 200 meters per second. The wind having to come over the top of the wing is going to be moving about 300 meters per second. Well, when you calculate this all up, at 101 kPa, the wind on the top of the wing is actually only at 75 kPa, and the bottom of the wing is about 100 kPa. That's kilopascals. So the pressure below the wing is much lower than the pressure above the wing. This produces the wing to want to move up, producing lift. So, as you can see, the whole idea of plane flight functions on lift. The idea can seem really complex. You see a plane flying through the air and you think, how does that work? Well, if you apply this simple concept and Bernoulli's law, the idea becomes much simpler.